Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. If you're new to the channel, I am Oldhead Gaming, and of course, we are right around the corner. It's going to be this coming up Tuesday is Valentine's Day, and I thought it's time that maybe we talk about Saber giving a little bit of love to the demon side. Now, of course, the survivor side's kind of made out like a bandit since the game has launched, but the demons have felt a little bit rejected, and you see it lots of times with the way that survivor queues are, because just no one's playing demon because of multiple reasons. So let's break down what I think the 3 things they can do to make demon much more enticing for players to play, or just even help out those who have been loyally sticking in the trenches of the demon community. Now, of course, if you're a demon main, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling, isn't it?
Did you just say mind-boggling?
Yeah, mind-boggling. You know, when things are so crazy, it gets your thoughts all trapped like in a bottle.
That all the paid DLC has been survivors. Yes, we did get Plaguebringer during the 2013 update along with the paid survivors of Mia and David Allen, but we didn't get anything with Blacksmith. We didn't get anything with Ruby, which was astonishing that they didn't drop ball with her. And we have only gotten 1 demon in almost 10 months. And we're getting to this point where maybe sometimes certain demons are just absolutely useless in the way the game is framed at the time. And it makes it that basically you can viably play 2 different demons at a time. And I think we have some pretty major demons that we could really drop at any given time, especially Abomination from 2013, which I think is a high probability we might see as part of the update for the anniversary event. Ball, who we've actually just been talking about for the last couple of days, who we found voice lines for, is definitely a character that I think everyone wants. And of course, there's some other demons out there that we could easily make, and I think most people would be pretty happy with, like whether it be the flying demon from Army of Darkness, which would kind of fall in the same vein as what we saw with Plaguebringer, where it's a character who doesn't have a lot of screen time, but made it to a great character. We could also go with Kugi or Lem from Ash vs. Evil Dead. There's a lot of different ways they could go, and even to the point where I don't think anyone would absolutely care if they made an entirely original demon that had nothing to do with the franchise, and we'd be cool with it. Like, all right, a demon's a demon, here's the cool powers. I think, though, we've gotten to the point where demons need to be upped, because let's be honest, there's only 4 of them, and sometimes only 2 of them are playable at the time. So I think that's something that really needs to be addressed. I think the second big problem is bosses, and I've never felt in this game since the initial nerf to boss health that they really feel that threatening. And it's really sad that you should be fighting these minions, whether it's elite or basics, and you know, that should feel like cannon fodder, like that's the whole point. But when that boss is summoned, that omnipresent threat just not there. And I feel like all bosses should be, depending on the boss, up between 50 to 100 health. I think that should absolutely happen. I think bosses should be tankier. I think they should be a little harder to kill. And especially as we've seen the rise of powers, especially in the way that leaders are, and the adding of Ruby and how quick she makes cooldowns, I think boss health absolutely has to be addressed. And I think there's a second thing that they need to think about with bosses. They've already given it to us with elites and basics that you can possess. We need to be able to hurdle as a boss. Like, if I'm chasing someone down as Evil Ash, I should be able to step through a window and chase them. Like, that's something that should happen, and it's not there yet, and I think it's something that needs to be added to the kit, because it just makes too much sense that bosses, like an elite or a basic unit, should be able to step over a damn wooden plank. But those are 2 things that I think absolutely should happen to demons. And the third and final thing is I think we need to adjust our Infernal energy a little bit. I think the bar needs to be raised a little bit so that the pool can be larger. And I think we need about a 10% increase in return on Infernal energy. And I know you're probably, as Survivor mains, probably thinking, oh my god, Oldhead's trying to break the game. I'm just thinking about what it's like on both sides, because here's the thing, as everyone knows, I play both Demon, I play Survivor. I don't really care which side I'm on. I actually enjoy both tremendously. This is one of the few games that I really like playing both sides. Certain ASIMs I play, I prefer one side or the other. If it's Dead by Daylight, I prefer to play Killer. If it's Ghostbusters, I prefer to play Ghostbusters because I am the worst ghost ever. But Evil Dead is one of those few games where everything feels so good combat-wise that I actually really enjoy both sides, and I want to see this game thrive. If you're systematically killing the side of the community that you need to chase people, it makes it really hard for people to want to gravitate that. And now is a really good time to make new players that we're getting on PlayStation Plus realize that playing demons fun, increase that demon population. And I think this is something that we should all as a community probably want, because as the game is thriving, more people play it, or more people return who had become jaded by it. And I think Demon is one of those things that really needs some work. And I think they do a great job adding cool, unique, powerful perks, especially as you've seen in the last two updates with Ruby and Blacksmith to the Survivor side, but Demon just kind of feels the same. Even when they added Plaguebringer, she didn't get anything unique as much inside of her kit that like Ruby and Blacksmith did, and I think it's time we get a new Demon that has something spectacular hidden up their sleeve. Tell me what you think, though, in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Demon does need some love? Do you think that Survivor has been getting all the shine, and maybe it's time they take a little bit of step back? I want to hear your thoughts, though, below. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.